right. Hello, Sramana.
Hello?
Yes. How can you hear me?
We can hear you. Yes, perfect.
That's good. Right. So my name is Ian, and I represent a company called Milestone Based, where we believe that um, um, so basically it's a three-sided platform between GPs and LPs and portfolio companies, and we believe that we are able to improve the venture capital industry overall. Let's go to second slide. So to my previous experience, we've been working on in the blockchain space before, and that's how we got to fintech, and we got to realize that there is so much that technology, artificial intelligence, and new tech overall can do to financial industries overall, and private equity, VC in particular, has become our focus. Getting to slide number 3, so we are aimed to revolutionize early stage funding. The way we plan to do it is basically to help entrepreneurs get more exposure to venture capital as they have incremental successes in their execution. So the better you're doing as an early entrepreneur in terms of your traction based on data, the more eyeballs you will get from the VC firms who are subscribed to receive the signals from the company like yourself, based on the stage of the company, the industry, the business model, etc. Next slide. The problem statement is that venture funding is actually inefficient. It's a lot of spray and pray in the early stage, and that's basically how it works. The issue with this, though, is that it's not sufficiently quantified and parameterized. And so we want to bring in more of the data in the space so that more capital would be available based on all the parameters and structures that we are creating. Slide number 5, our solution is the portfolio management platform that has two aspects of it. The first aspect is the collaboration between the venture capital firms and their LPs. And we are helping VC firms to build better communication with LPs through more transparent insight into what's happening in the portfolio companies. As we know, LPs are having more and more appetite towards co-investment and direct investment because they are able to decrease the overall management cost of the capital. So we are trying to catch that wave. And next slide shows that we basically are also covering the relationship between GPs and portfolio companies. The portfolio companies are able to create their roadmaps, set their KPIs, and enable their VC firms who are current investors or future investors to track the progress, report the progress back to LPs, and have VC firms, meaning GPs who sit on the board as well as advisors, more involved into operational process of the company. Next slide. So we basically spent the entire 2019 validating the key hypotheses, statements, and what have you, and have built the advisory board out of people such as Tim Friedman, who previously has been the early employee at Preqin. He basically took Preqin, which is one of the largest private equity databases in the world, from the UK to the United States, helped grow it here, left it 2 years ago, and started advising us last year. Artem is from the venture capital space. Next slide. Miko Matsumura is a VC manager, and he is helping us with the strategy. Stu Tweedy represents the family offices space. He works at Mersina Capital, which is the multifamily office here.
Giving me a lot of validation, quote unquote, from advisors. I'm actually, as a principal in 1 million by 1 million, we don't believe in validation from advisors. We want to see validation from customers. So you have a marketplace that you're trying to build, which is catering to VCs on the one side and startups on the other side. So what validation have you done with actual VCs who want to become your customers and actual startups who want to provide this kind of data on this platform?
Sure, good question. And I don't have the slide for that, so let's just discuss it. We are in touch with up to 100 VC firms in terms of two types of services that we provide for them. First is the portfolio monitoring, and second is the LP sourcing, meaning matchmaking between venture capital firms and LPs. Speaking of so we know for sure that the companies in the venture capital space are interested in the solution that would make the board meetings more efficient, that would make entrepreneurs more organized, to help entrepreneurs get prepared for due diligence, for investing, for sitting on the board and reporting their progress, engaging the right advisors who can help. Now, on the entrepreneur side, they apparently will go everywhere where the capital is more accessible. And like a friend of mine has built a similar company before, and it had a success where entrepreneurs were happily sharing their traction data. So they were connecting the data sources such as CRM tool, marketing analytics, and what have you, and share that data with GPs.
So what question do you have for me?
Probably we would like to talk about the toughest things in our business, which actually is getting a hold of family offices. While we do have a lot of interest from venture capital firms, it's easy to talk to them. Family offices space and LP overall seems to be a very relationship-based. They don't do emails. It's very hard to get them engaged on any kind of platform. So if you could give a suggestion there, that would be of great value, really.
So you were saying that you want to facilitate relationships between family offices and VC firms and help facilitate the fundraising process of venture capitalists.
Correct, yeah.
I don't buy that this is going to happen because, as you said, it is a highly relationship-driven business. This is not something that happens in the way that you're talking about. This is a very old-fashioned industry, and it's very unlikely that you're going to be able to crack into this in this mode.
I see. Yeah, it's indeed a problem to solve. Another idea we had was to somehow engage placement agents who already have those relations with LPs. What do you think about that? Could that be, the area of...
It doesn't matter. As I said, it doesn't matter what I think about it. Any hypothesis that you're working with, you're going to have to go check with those people. Like go talk to 100 placement agents and see if they have need, if they're interested in doing something with you, and if so, what is the pain point that they are trying to solve. So if you want to do a product that engages placement agents, you need to talk to them, immerse yourself in that community and understand what is their primary pain point that you could solve, which would give them reason to engage with you.
All right.
Okay. The same, basically our process regarding product design is exactly the same in every single case, which is, it's very simple. Immerse yourself in the segment, in the customer segment, in the precise customer segment that you want to build a product in. Nothing else. And that is going to answer your question. I can give you some random, feedback based on my gut and so forth, but ultimately, that doesn't really matter. What really matters is what do customers want.
That's fair. Thanks for the suggestion. Yeah.
You're welcome.